The Second Book of Adam and Eve. The Second Book of Adam and Eve expands on the time from Cain's act of murder to the time Enoch was taken by God. It is, above all, a continuation of the story of the first book of Adam and Eve. This book is also part of the Pseudepigrapha, which is a collection of historical biblical works that are considered to be fiction. Although considered to be pseudepigrapha, it carries significance in that it provides insight into what was considered acceptable religious writing and ideas of the time. This book is a composite of oral versions of an account handed down by word of mouth from generation to generation until an unknown author pieced the stories together into a written form. This particular version is the work of unknown Egyptians. The lack of historical allusion makes it difficult to date the writing. Using other pseudepigraphical works as a reference only slightly narrows the probable dates to a range of a few hundred years. Parts of the text were probably included in an oral tradition, 200 or 300 years before the birth of Christ. Certainly, Book 2 was written after Book 1. Sections of the text are found in the Jewish Talmud and the Islamic Quran, although some think this shows how the Book of Adam and Eve played a vital role in ancient literature. It could just as well expose the fact that the authors of the Adam and Eve stories borrowed heavily from accepted holy books. The Egyptian author wrote in Arabic, but later translations were found written in Ethiopic. The present English translation was completed in the late 1800s by Dr. S.C. Malin and Dr. E. Trump. They translated the text into King James English from both the Arabic version and the Ethiopic version, which was then published in the Forgotten Books of Eden in 1927 by the World Publishing Company. The version presented here takes the 1927 version, written in King James-style English, and renders it into wording more familiar to the modern reader. Tangled sentence structure and archaic words were replaced with a more clear, crisp, 21st century English.